No matter how many times I take the picture or like the opening picture, I know I'm never going to look quite the same as I want to. It's always going to be me. So, hi. Hey, it's good to see you, and I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Monday. Monday has started once again, and I hope you've had yourself a great weekend. I am your party artist. Yes, my name is Kim Overholt, and I'm here at my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio, where all the craziness happens, where all the fun things happen, where all the good times happen when you want to learn about how to do cartooning and all that stuff here in the Niagara area. And like, hey, I'm your party artist. My name's Kim Overholt. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, please look at my website. You know, oh, yeah, KimOverholt.com. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just put it a little bit more this way. I'm trying to not knock over anything on my desk. I got lots of things going on here. So yes, welcome to Monday. I hope you had a good one. I had a fantastic weekend. Yes, it was 420 weekend, and a lot of good stuff happened, of course, on a 420. Yes, you know. I'm just kidding. It was a good weekend nonetheless. It was my hubby's birthday, and he had a good time, and we all had a great weekend. I actually um, I gave him something that he actually appreciates, and he gives me something I really appreciate. Mm, but neither here nor there. Sorry, and I have to drink because I find I'm getting a little bit low on electrolytes lately. I'm gonna cross this up, okay? So, welcome to Cartooning Mondays. For those of you who haven't ever cartooned or drawn before, this is probably the great place to start. I always tell people, if you want to know a little bit more about me, of course, look me up at my website, KimOverholt.com. It's been renewed for another 5 more years. Yes. Where do I see myself in 5 more years? I see myself doing KimOverholt.com for another for another 5 more years. Yes, yes. I see that happening. And hopefully we'll get better even with my especially I should say, with my other business that I'm doing called Niagara Art Parties. Because you got to have more than just one. You can't just have one party. That's no fun. You have to have several parties. So Niagara Art Parties, because I always say everybody needs uh, a nap. La la la. Even I need a nap once in a while just to catch up on lost sleep, that kind of thing. You ever have a hard time sleeping? I never used to when I was younger, but as I get older, I seem to find that sleeping becomes one of those things. Niagara. Niagara. Niagara, like Niagara. Let me respell that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I spelled it wrong. Niagara. Niagara. And art parties. They go together so well. Art parties. Yes. All right. So yeah, check me out. Look me up, Google me, either my KimOverholt.com or my Niagara Art Parties. But today is Cartooning Monday, so I'm going to show you a little bit about how to get started with doing cartoons. Now, if you like my nice little things I've been working on, these are some of the paintings that I do. You've seen over my shoulder where I have my picture of Neil Peart from Rush there. I've got another painting of the guys from Rush there too. But today, like I say, is Cartooning Monday, and I don't want to take you away from learning anything about cartooning. And it's Monday, so we try to make it as quick and painless as possible. Let me just angle it up a little bit more. Okay. Oh my God, let me have sorry. I gotta have another drink. Okay. I'm having some coconut water. It has potassium and magnesium in there, and I need it for my electrolytes. And it's not sweet, so I love it. And I'm having it out of a plastic water bottle thingy. That plastic water bottle, not plastic, but something else. That's, yeah, that's stuff that my prime minister says. Hmm. I almost forgot to do my cheer. So when I get together with you and we do a painting together, I usually go, I do a cheer that goes like this. Here's to it, and from it, and to it again, because we never know when we'll be here to do it again. So cheers, everybody. Drink your coconut milk. It's good for you. All right. Well, this crazy artist here has been doing carnivore for over a year and haven't had any problems with it. It's been actually something that I enjoy doing. I love to eat steak, so it's not like a big deal for me. But anyways, I guess you really need a little extra electrolytes. I guess lately I've been having a twitchy eye. It's like if somebody has a voodoo doll, it's somebody's poking me in the eye. Though I don't know why. Anyway, would have a voodoo doll of me. I'm so wonderful and awesome. Right? Don't you think I'm awesome? I think you guys are awesome. I always get like I get here. I'm like, oh, what am I going to talk about? Well, you know what? I always talk about cartooning. It's the basics. It's right where you start. And I always say, practice, practice, practice with everything that you do. If you want to get good at something, you got to practice. If you want to achieve a lot in this world, yes, you got to practice. All right. Yeah, you have to have passion about something. If you're passionate about it, you will do the practice regardless of what anybody else wants, because it's something that you want. It's got to come from you. So, anyways, let's get you started. I'm going to pick a color here. I'm going to pick purple because I miss Prince and I like a nice purple color. So, so whenever we get started with doing any drawing, everybody's like, I don't know how to draw. When I do my paint parties, everybody's like, I can't paint. I don't even know how to make a stick man. Well, making a stick man is a good start because you make like a circle and you make lines. And it's important to make your lines. That's all good and fine. Everybody makes a stick man. Everybody knows what a stick man is. That's pretty easy, straightforward. Now you could add to it if you wanted to. And you could have, like, if you started in the middle here, make like a box here, you've already got the idea. See, because I know the human form, you can make it really quite simple and using different shapes. So I'm starting this a little bit differently today, but I just wanted to show you it's not that hard to draw a person once you understand. You can just do like little things like that and draw it in afterwards. Just getting to know your shapes and your colors are very important. So that's a very crude looking, but there you go. There's your stick guy in there. That's a good way to start. You got to start somewhere. So I always tell people, as long as you know your shapes, which I do every day. Your circle, every day that I come here, every Monday, your triangle and your square shape. And sometimes you have this one shape that encompasses all the different rounds and lines and angles. And that's what I call that little bit of an imagination, to be a little bit of everything. And that make kind of things. We all go in together, symbiosis. Make it all kind of flow together, go together, right? So there you go. And when you get good at drawing your shapes, I always tell people, when you're painting with me, with your painting, as long as you know your shapes and your colors, because even like and you know what is also is good to know is your alphabet, your ABCs, because if you use those, you can usually get like neat little shapes if you just go around them. They can turn into so many different things. Especially when you erase the lines, you can see how it changes things. And there you go, you're already making like odd shapes. And you can just fill them in with those triangles, squares, and circles like I was showing you earlier. Make it a little small D on the inside. You can make little D shapes at the B there, and you can make a triangle at the A. And now we're making bubble letters. And that's what the next step in drawing is, that makes it lots of fun, is to go around everything that you see as a letter and make it into a bubble letter. And you're on your way to making cartoons. That's the way you start. You start so simple, and then you can start with doing like lots of circles together. You do like two circles, and in the middle circle, it almost looks like you start a face, like a clown face. You can add a couple more circles, and you can add a line to make a happy face. Real simple, simple, simple. Keep it simple. That's the way you start with anything. So, and then you start building on to more things. Like you can make triangles up here, and it makes it look like it's a clown face. You see how it's kind of coming along that way? You can do that. Clown faces are always fun to draw. And the mouth, you can always go around it. See, there you got like the whole clown shaped face. The C shape for the ears. Make it look like a mushroom shape. I make for the mushroom in the ear. It's kind of like that. I did sideways, so it's like there's the ear, there's the mushroom shape, and it looks like an ear. Yeah, so you start with making the different parts of people's faces too, and it starts making it a little bit easier as well. So you start making the eyes, and you make eyes all the time, and you start making noses, and you make a whole bunch of noses, and then you make mouths, and you make a whole bunch of different shapes of mouths. Like eyes can be like this, or you can make eyes that look like this, different shapes. Or you can make eyes that kind of are like triangle shapes. With a funny nose kind of thing like that. Keep on going. You keep on experimenting and trying different shapes, and you fill up a page full of ideas. I always say if you can fill up a page with all kinds of different things, noses, mouths, cheeks, ears, you know, make your ear shapes. You can make an ear like that, or you can make one that kind of looks like that. You get a little thing there, make it look almost real. You know, make an ear. You can put an earring on it like that, or maybe make one that has like a loop in it. There we go. Something like that. If you like these, that know the people that love to get the piercings, you can make them look like the pierced ears, you know, with the big loops and stuff. Yeah. So you can make your character look as cool as you want it to be. So that's the other thing too. Making your character, you have to come up with an idea for a character after you've gotten to the point where you love to draw faces. If you're making a face, and then you finally got the face kind of down to something that you can make quick and like that. You try to think of let's see, his ear, like I say, you can make them look like they're wearing earrings, that kind of thing. And you can add all kinds of like piercings to different spots there, you know, with the piercing in the eyebrow, whatever, that kind of thing. If you're into it, you can make it look like Homer Simpson or something. Whatever, play with the idea, you know, make it whatever you want it to be. And then when you start getting good at it, that's when you start to kind of delve a little bit deeper into maybe creating a story. So like you create your character. You get good at drawing it, and then you create a storyline. It's all very creative. And it's not just any storyline, it's a story of your character. So you got to try and find give your character a story, make them have an adventure of some sort. And I have it so you start the storyline and then you make it into a storyboard. where you see the character actually doing the actions that you have in your story. From there, you can start making other characters. You can make it into a comic book or animation. Animation. Animation is great. That's what I went for. If you're ever interested in some people to look up for animation, of course, Walt Disney, uh, um, shoot, Ralph Bakshi. Okay, actually, shoot. I have him on the tip of my tongue. Uh, Bluth, Don Bluth. Maker of all those uh, computer games. The people that know who maybe make computer games and stuff like that. So that you can go into computer games, you can go into animation. Gaming gets a lot of people interested in doing animation too. So gaming is something big for you, and you want to do animation. Well, animated gaming is a lot of fun too. So for those of you who know, of course, for those of you who know, not all of us are old school and just do the animation. No, we all have ideas for great stories and great storylines, but of course, we'd rather have them made into a movie than a game. But I mean, if you can make a character and create a game in some fashion, that's even better too, right? But you learn the basics here, and I just tell you to like go for it and just get yourself started. Grab a pen, grab a book. Like my sister always gives me. She finds sketchbooks, so she gives me like a sketchbook like this, so I come up with ideas. Look what this is the first thing that I did in the sketchbook was copy the same thing into the book. So there we go. And there's the deer there. Kind of made it look the same, but not quite. And there's that. Let's see, and then there's that. There's a deer in the so you know what? Draw whatever your little heart contents. I have another one. I have another book here, and another sketchbook, which is empty, waiting for more stuff, but I've already have one on the go. As you guys probably know, I do draw all the time. I draw all the time. I bring things with me in case I come up with ideas, and I have in the past, and I bring them and I draw. I draw all the time. Draw, draw, draw. I always say, practice makes perfect, and you can't do it without a little bit of getting yourself a good idea and going with it. How do you come up with a good idea? Yeah, it's a long process, but it's something that might be something good for you. Um, Now, I'm finding something that's been really kind of fascinating with me, and a lot of people, especially artists, can poo-poo it a bit, but you find you can get a little bit of insight when you kind of look at things from a different direction. Uh, okay, yeah. So a little bit more about making your own cartoons. Okay, so the great thing about doing it is going through it in steps. And this is where I probably haven't had the chance to really give that to you. And I want to give you something good. Because, like I was saying, storyboard, character design, well, animation production. I've actually missed a step where it's actually something that would probably be interesting too for a lot of you out there who like playing with recording stuff. You could be make animated voices. Now, I use a lot of different things when I'm doing animation, and when you get better at drawing and you want to try animation, I would suggest there's a few different ones to choose from, and you have your different options of animated um, programs that'll help you make your own animations. So there's Toon Boom is my big one. If it's really basic, Toon Boom is like a great way to start. And um, there's also Adobe makes a what is it called? Adobe Animate. That's right. I haven't played with this yet, but that's only because I never have enough time to really delve into anything for long enough till I have to go to work and have to move my focus to something else. So I really try and stay focused on a lot of things. So let me just put first thing is animation. And tell you, like, when you do animation, find what inspires you. And some things to get you going. And oh yes, of course, there's other programs that are a little bit more advanced, like Maya, or maybe they're not advanced, but I don't know. I haven't had a chance to really play with it too much. And let me see, Blender. There's another one, Blender. And a lot of those are like uh, artificial, kind of like, it gives you a little bit more insight. Like, some people say it's artificial intelligence. A lot of people say that it's just getting insight into something different by exploring different avenues. There's also some ones that you can get online called Powtoon, Powtoon or Powtoon, Powtoon, sorry, Powtoon. And there's also another one called Go Animate. Online stuff that you can do just fast and quickly if you just want to play with it, kind of thing. Render Forest is another one. So yeah, there's things that you have to do before you can get to that. And it sounds complicating, but if you just break it down into simplicity, you just got to start by starting. And this is what I've been trying to get going for like the longest time. And I think it's about time that I put my feet down and, well, either that or let loose and just try and go for it, because you sometimes just have to go for it too. So let me see. So to make it easier for you when you start doing animation, just make everything into more achievable steps. Make your deadlines, if when you start making them, make sure that you can make them the deadlines that you choose. Celebrate your victories. Remind yourself why you got started doing cartoons, or why you enjoy drawing and doing animation, or doing any kind of project that you find interesting. What was that one little thing that got you interested right from the get-go, and then go with that. Because sometimes you might think, oh, I'm going to be able to make money. Don't think of the money. Don't think of like the fame. There's You're not going to get that. Just put it straight. You have to enjoy what you do, basically. If you're not enjoying it, you better do something else. You better find what it is that you like to do and enjoy it, because when it comes down to the get-go, you really got to kind of just find your spot. Find your spot, I guess, whatever. Cheers. Mm. And always reward yourself too. Don't think that you've done little things and it doesn't really make a difference. You're slowly progressing. Like, if you've been here and watching me for a while, you're slowly progressing into becoming the artist that we all know that you can be, right? All right. So let me see. Yeah, let's see if there's any kind of other ways that I can help you out. Okay, so when you're looking to sell your art, there's just a lot of different things that you can do, and this is to help you a little bit too. When you get to the point where you like drawing and you're getting the hang of drawing, and you're thinking, I could actually make a profit somehow. This is where selling your art online can help quite a bit, actually. So selling your art, there's such places as art websites that you can go to, through social media. You can go to the local galleries, start advertising for yourself that you do commission pieces, that you are into fairs and festivals. I do that kind of thing. Networking is very important. Get to know a few people that are also artists and what they do to make their money. That kind of helps too. Um, let's see. Print on demand services are always good too, especially when you want to start making prints of some of the artwork that you've made and you want to sell it to other people, but you want to make profit more than once. Some people are greedy and might want to do that and have great art that everybody just wants to buy. And you can't just buy the one piece. You have to keep making more and more and more. So that can happen too. Um, Check in with local businesses and interior designers. Maybe they might need some art. That's another thing. I haven't really checked up on that because I didn't think of that at the time. But now that I've been told, I'm going to go take more looks into things like that as well. So if you're an interior designer and you need some art, just give me a shout, okay? And if you are a local business that needs some art, maybe for your place, contact me too. I have a few pieces of art around the city here, and in the Niagara area, I have a few pieces of art that also circulate as well. Let's see. So, when you get good at doing art, you can diversify your income, obviously, and you can get good and start building a great online presence. You can now start collaborating with more people and develop your own kind of niche, a style all your own. Um, Start applying for different art grants if that's your thing. There's all kinds of things once you become an artist that you can get into, and it really is just a matter of how far you want to push yourself. And I don't push too hard, but I guess I should push a little bit harder because we need to get my stuff out there a lot more so that you can see it and understand. Hanging out with me and learning a little bit about art can be a beneficial thing for everybody, right? Okay, let's see. Um, s- like I do with my Niagara Art Party, sell your art services. Yes, and if you want to know a little bit, like if you want to be a private thing too, it can be a one-on-one kind of thing too. That's no problem. Yeah, I really appreciate that. So persistence and patience and lots of practice are the things to keep in mind while you're doing it. So let me write that down. Um, Practice, but as well as persistence. Is it ENCE? I think it's ENCE. Persistence and patience. These are the things that can help you getting a little bit further to what you want to have happen for you. Now, I keep trying and things go well and sometimes they don't. It's like an up and down. It's an experience. Life is what you make it, and the experience of all these years of being an artist has been a great experience. So you won't go wrong being an artist. It's just depends on how far you want to go with it. And like I say, I'm still into doing the whole comic book boot camp because I am going to be pushing it a little bit further now that I'm kind of working my way. We were working this together to get better at trying to make it an achievable goal for us to get better at drawing, get better at painting, get better at animation, get better at character design, or whatever the case may be of what you want to do with your skills, and lots of practice for drawing and whatnot, of course. Okay, let's see what else I have for you. I wrote a lot of stuff down this time because I was thinking a day ahead. Oh, I did a start of a interesting cartoon, and I just did it with pen. It goes like this. In the cave, the crew made a fascinating discovery. He's like, "What are these crystals?" There we go. And I asked, "What should I draw?" And somebody just said, "Draw a guy in a spacesuit, like some kind of space thing going on." I'm like, "Okay, so there's some of these guys in space, and they've landed on a faraway planet, and they're just about to check out some interesting looking crystal shapes. What are these crystals? And they glow. Do 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 do. So like even they get down ideas like that, and this is like my little. This is another little sketchbook. I got a sketchbook here. Like I say, ideas. Always more ideas. Okay, and yeah, let's see what else I have. Okay, so other places that I can give you for ideas for selling your art, and I'm going to be doing this too. So we're going to do this together, okay? And if I can't help you, maybe you can help me. And okay, so I'm going to give you a list of the different places, and I'll show you some of them. I think I already have some of my art at some of these places, but for those of you who maybe have tried these places, maybe you can let me know how has it worked for you. Okay, so number one place is Saatchi Art. That's one. Two, a place called Artsy. Three, this one's called First Dibs. I haven't looked at this one yet. I've done that one and I've done that one, and but we'll continue. So four, ArtNet. See, so as soon as I know this stuff, I'm giving it to you so that you can do it too, because I don't want to be doing this by myself. If you can help me and I can help you, this is great. 4 and 5 is Society 6. Huh. 6 is DeviantArt. I used to be in there too. DeviantArt. Number 7. Etsy. I think I used to be in Etsy at one point, but I haven't done it for a while. 8 is Redbubble. I haven't checked that out yet either, but if you know more than I do, let me know in the comments below, obviously. Redbubble. 8. 9 is ArtNet Canada. And you think I want to go there, but I know nothing about that because nobody's told me about it. And number 10 is this place called Heffel. Heffel. So these are the different places that you can begin to look at different arts of different people, how to sell your artwork, how to get your artwork out there, and what else I can give to you. I will, as soon as I find out more too, I will let you know as well. So I want you all to do better than me. If you can do better than me, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see it. I really do. I really love to see you do it. Because if you can do it, that means it gives me an inspiration to be able to do it myself too. And if you can help me as much as I can help you, that's even better as well. So obviously, if you wanted to know, you could probably take a picture, like a screenshot of the different places and stuff. But you guys could easily find this. I asked, like I say, I've been kind of delving into AI, and AI gives me some great ideas, to be quite honest. And the more that I learn, the more that I'm starting to like find it very fascinating. It's almost like when I do my tarot card readings and I give you that one thought that you never thought of, or that one thing idea that you were like, oh yeah, I never thought of that. Sure enough, it's like, let me just see something. Yeah, it's like when you have one that epiphany, that moment where all of a sudden everything just falls into place. I've been trying for years, everybody. I really have. I really want everything to kind of fall into place. I've been waiting. I've seen all of my nephews and nieces all grow up and do really well for themselves, and I'm so proud, so proud. And they found their spot in this life. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to find that spot. And like I said, it's like the story of me when I went whitewater rafting and got caught in that eddy. If you're stuck in that one spot where you're watching people pass you by and you're like, why can't I do that? What's different from me? It's like you not there's nothing different. You're just stuck. And it's just a matter of getting unstuck. So I hope that you guys, if I can help you get unstuck, maybe you can help me get unstuck too. And I appreciate that. Cheers to that. I really think that everything could be very beneficial if we can all kind of like work off each other and bounce ideas off of each other too. Because, now that I have a nice, beautiful 50 of you kind of to kind of bounce ideas off of, you're more than welcome to give your opinion, because this is why I made this place, so that we could kind of come up with ideas, think of things off the top of our heads, and maybe uh, perceive something wonderful and magical, or there's so many different avenues. There is so much that this life has for you. I don't even know where to start. But I start with Cartooning Mondays. So welcome to Cartooning Monday, and I hope you had a good one. What we have coming up for the revolving week. Yeah. So tomorrow, Tuesday, is Magic Tuesday, in which I give you a nice tarot card reading and see how the rest of the week progresses. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday, where we all kind of feel and get the feels going on. We get that love going on for each other, which I love you guys. I hope you don't know. I hope you don't know. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. Oh my gosh. I hope you know that I do, because I don't tell everybody all the time. And it makes it special when you actually have people that are showing up to your channel and going, okay, she's kind of all right, whatever. So Wellness Wednesday, and Thursday is Entertainment Thursday. Friday is Feedback Friday, where I love, like, that's where love to hear the most from you guys live. And if I can, if I can't, I will try and get here and read anything that you've put down for me to kind of like get ideas from too. I always want to kind of make this worthwhile, like like in my opening statements. Honestly, I want to kind of give you an idea of where to move in the right direction when you're looking to better your art, better your skills, better your um, creativity. Because when you're creative and you're passionate about something, it really sparks you for moving in the right direction. Even if it might be something tiny and small, it to you, it could be something huge to somebody else. So other than that, I try to do this every week and see what happens. And it's like I've been doing it ever since the whole ever since Kimmy the Clown retired, and yeah, ever since Kimmy the Clown retired, and ever since the whole wearing a mask and taking a shot started. Yeah, I did. I decided I'm going to just kind of bring it in, keep it inside here where, we can still talk to each other, and I won't catch anything and you won't catch anything and blah, blah, blah. But now that we're free to roam as we do, as we should have in the first place, now we can get to know each other a little bit better. And I really, really am glad to be at this point. So let's hope things keep progressing in the right direction. And on that note, without even using any music whatsoever, I should have some music in the background. I really should. But I'm glad you stuck it out with me, and I want to say thank you. So peace, oh brother, with a little bit added, and we slowly get there, every little bit at a time. So thanks. And I got a few things I got to get done today. It's not going to be just a regular sit around. No, no, no. I'm actually going to be doing a lot of things for myself. Like I say, I got myself a whole bunch of information. What I gave to you, I got to apply to myself as well. So I hope you keep up with me, and I hope I can keep up with you, and hopefully we get stuff done together. Okay. So, and in that case, I hope you have a fantastic day. I won't bother you anymore, but I just want to say I love you guys. Thanks so much.